So growing up watching a lot of nature pictures, I was always pretty familiar with the animal kingdom. Yet somehow, almost every other week, I see a new animal that I've never heard of. And I'm not talking about like a new species of frog or a new species of bird, because of course, you're not going to know every single species or every subspecies. I'm talking about like a totally different animal in the sense of like it does something which, as I was brought up to believe, that animal, that subspecies, that category, whatever animal it existed, this version of it should not exist. And I'm convinced this because the nature pictures didn't want us to see certain things that maybe it would just be too disturbing for people. Now, of course, there's the cycle of life. You have your predators, your prey, grass, antelope, lion, die, repeat, right? I mean, you saw this on The Lion King. But then you get animals that are variations of other animals that are just, in my opinion, kind of disturbing. So what we have here is the vulture or carrion bee, and it eats meat. Now, this isn't called the vulture or carrion bee because it has like a superficial resemblance to a bee. No, it's a bee. It lives in a hive. It has a queen. It's stingless, but it behaves like a bee. But here are the hives. What kind of Lovecraftian creation is that thing? Like that's a meat hive. So what are bees most famous for? Making honey. And if this thing eats exclusively meat and not pollen, there's no way that it can be making honey, right? Wrong. Well, kinda. So they don't exactly make honey, and they're not completely carnivorous. They actually gather the sugars from fruits and other plants, and then they secrete them in these capsules within their nest. And after a certain time, the sugary secretions mix with the meat and produces kind of a honey-like substance, which is kind of even weirder, I guess. Now, I'm acknowledging they do serve an important role in nature by helping clean up decomposing flesh. But I still feel the nature pictures were protecting us from this thing.